Welcome to Tassie, Steph. You pleased to be here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've only been here a couple of times now, so I'm really excited to actually explore Tasmania when I move down here for pre-season in September. And yeah, I've heard amazing things about it. A lot of my family frequently visit, so they can't wait to come and be a part of this community too and cheer us on when we start the season.
You've been playing around the world. What was the motivation to move here, and what was the pitch, I guess, from the Jewels to get you as a player?
Honestly, from the get-go, they came after me, and that was something that really appealed to me. I mean, you love to feel wanted, but then also getting to know the people in the office, like getting to know Kayla, and just what this club's going to stand for and what it already does. Like that was a really big point for me. And overseas was a fun experience, but I mean, being home and being in Tasmania, close to Melbourne, where I'm from, having the opportunity to build a legacy with a new club, a new franchise, start from ground zero, like that was really appealing to me. And it's something you don't get to do in your career, like to go somewhere and, create history. So it was something I couldn't really say no to.
We heard Kayla describe you as a player, but how would you describe yourself on the court?
I'm a dog. DAWG. Yeah, I think that I play with a lot of tenacity. I have a lot of fun. I really enjoy the game of basketball, so I try to make sure that people see that when I play. I love to hype up my teammates. I love to get after it. I'll dive on loose balls. I'll do anything to win. So, yeah, that's probably what you're going to see is someone that just wants to win every possession, every game, but also enjoy the process with her teammates.
And being named the marquee player, does that bring a bit of pressure to you?
Honestly, I think it's a really big privilege, and there's only one on every team in the country. So to be given that honour, the first marquee player of this franchise, is an absolute honour, an absolute privilege. It's something I will not be taking advantage of, and I can't wait to be a leader of this franchise and hopefully take us to a championship.
Can you tell us a bit about what you've been up to lately, I guess, and where your Australian commitments are at as well?
So I've been living in Melbourne recently. I'm playing NBL 1 for the Sandringham Sabres, and then with the Opals, we're at the moment preparing for a series against China in Melbourne in a few weeks. So, I'm just getting ready, working hard, making sure that I stay in great shape, and hopefully put myself in the best position to be selected for the World Cup.
Had a pretty extensive international experience. What kind of skills are you going to take from playing on those courts from Australia?
I think the biggest thing I learnt in my overseas experience was the type of teams that are successful and the type of teams that aren't, and what to bring to culture, what impacts winning on so many different levels. Like I feel like I've played so much different basketball in different countries, different styles, different physicalities, and so I really can't wait to bring that experience and that depth of knowledge to this team. We have, some young players in the DPs, we have some experienced players in the ones we've already signed, so it's fun. I think it's going to be really good to bring a different culture and hopefully a lot of winning to Tasmania.
We've heard that the club is trying to pull some extra players in, a big centre. Are there certain players that you work well with that you're sort of getting in their ear saying, oh, this is
Not yet, to be honest. I have a lot of trust in what Kayla and Claudia are going to find. I know that they know who I play well with. I play well with great screeners, great rollers, great post presence. There are a lot of those on the market at the moment, so I'm sure what they'll find will fit me perfectly. I'm a pass first point guard, so it'll be pretty fun to just find someone that can put the ball in the hole and play good defence.
Did you follow the Jack Jumpers' journey closely from the ground up? Obviously made the finals in the first season. From what you've seen so far, and only a small sample size for the list build, but with Keely and Darcy yourself, are you confident a championship winning team potentially is being built?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't go anywhere not to win. But yeah, I've been a huge fan of the Jack Jumpers since they started. I'm a massive fan of Scott Roth. I love what he's built with Tasmania and the Jack Jumpers. So I'm really excited to be around that. I think that culture that he's built will obviously, spread with us being in the same building, same facility. But yeah, I don't go anywhere not to win. I've won championships in Australia, in Europe, with the Opals. So I want to bring that experience here, and I want to make sure that we win one here as well.
All right, today's a very exciting day for the Jewels as we get to announce that Steph Reid has committed to us for the next 2 seasons.
Awesome. Pretty big signing, Kayla. Can you tell us how it all sort of took place?
Yeah, it's a huge signing for us. We're very excited to have Steph with us. how she plays on the court speaks volumes, but what she is away from the court is something we were really chasing as part of a franchise team. So yeah, Steph's a brilliant point guard that we're just very excited to have, and we think Tassie will hop on board and get behind her.
Can you tell us a bit about Steph for those that haven't seen her play, maybe, and a bit about her as a player and why she'll fit in well here?
Yeah, so Steph's from Melbourne. She did all of her junior basketball through Frankston. She went to the States to play college basketball at Buffalo. On her return, she's played a few seasons of WNBL, some very successful seasons. She's won a championship in Townsville. After that, she's gone to Europe to play a couple of seasons, and this last season in China. So yeah, she's a pass first point guard. We think the puzzle pieces that we're putting in around her will they'll play well together. She's a very unselfish player. She's relentless on both sides of the ball. So obviously she's very good on offense, but she's very well known for her tenacious defense, which again I think is something that we're excited to have.
Tell us about the puzzle pieces, I guess, so you sort of know what your squad's starting to look like a bit now.
Yeah, so with the first couple of announcements that we've had, both a couple of forwards, so obviously Darcy's a shooting big and Keely is a shooter as well, so with Steph's ability to play in that pick and roll with those two will be elite, and the plan is then to get a big center that we can have in the center of the court for our forwards to pop on, and the center to be in the middle and Steph to see that. So yeah, we're really excited about what we're putting together.
So I think I heard Kayla George's name mentioned recently. Is she someone you're sort of looking at?
I think Kayla's contracted with Southside, so I probably don't have much to comment on any movements, although obviously Kayla's an outstanding player and an opal in herself.
What are sort of the expectations for the season? What sort of targets have you guys set?
Yeah, so we want to be successful from the get-go. That was part of our plan, was to be a team that's raising the rest of the league. So I think having an opals point guard and Steph Reid and a couple of other opals surrounding her is definitely the right recipe for success. And yeah, we want to hit the ground running in October, and we want to win.
How would you characterize the team you're building? What are you kind of focusing in on?
Yeah, so we're focusing in on really good people as well as brilliant basketball players. So we feel we've done a really good job so far in our recruiting process to bring in the right people. So some of the words that resonate with Tasmania of mindful and authentic and relentless, we really feel that those are the types of characteristics that these players are bringing to this state.
So is Steph classified as a marquee player?
Yes, so Steph is our marquee player.
So what does that mean exactly as far as with rules and stuff go?
So you can have a team marquee or a league marquee as well as two imports. So our plan is to have our marquee in Steph as well as two imports.
Where's that process at with the import players? Do you think they'll be announced soon? Or
Yeah, so we're in the process of looking through imports. So I've already mentioned we want a big center. So as in big, a very tall center that draws a lot of attention around the ring. As well as a two guard, so a shooting guard that can play a bit of combo, can back up Steph when she needs a rest, and still very much in the early works of that process. But yeah, watching a lot of film of players all over the world.
Now you got your DP tryouts Sunday. Is there one or two spots available for that?
Yeah, so we've got our DP trials on Sunday at Kingborough Sports Centre. At the moment, there's no restriction on the amount of numbers that a team can have for development players. So we certainly need one, but the option is open for multiple.
You know, a few of the Chargers girls, I guess, from the time there. Someone like Chloe Broomhall, a chance to get one of those potentially.
Yeah, so a few of the Chargers players have registered for our DP trials, and I think it's really exciting that they get a chance to get in front of Claudia on the court amongst people that they already know, that they're comfortable playing with. And yeah, I think there's certainly room for some local players to make that roster spot.
And what's the message that you're using to sell the Jewels to players like Steph?
So I think what we're building in Tasmania is something very exciting that not all WNBL clubs are able to do. So we've obviously got the backing of the whole state, the Tasmanian government. We've got our foundation principal partner in St. Luke's with us on board, as well as the ownership group of a men's team. So I think we've got a lot of support that a lot of other clubs don't have. Obviously a high performance center is a big tick while recruiting. And I think with our announcement of Claudia being who she is as a brilliant coach and a wonderful human being, that definitely plays part in I guess recruiting and really selling what we have here.
And we're obviously up here in a pretty scenic location. Is that one of the selling points as well?
Yeah, I think what Tassie has to offer is just stunning. I think it's a good point to make that the season is over the summer, so it'll be nice and beautiful and warm while the players are here, but definitely being on top of Mount Wellington is a selling point. I think, Tassie's just a beautiful landscape that we're really excited to showcase on the national level.
Well, the list build continues, and you tell us your thoughts from a partner's perspective, I guess, of what's been done here.
Yeah, today's an absolute incredible announcement. With St Luke's vision to make Tasmania the healthiest island on the planet, and kicking off the first day of winter with this announcement of Steph Reid to join the Tasmanian Jewels is absolutely incredible and sort of showcase what our state's got to come, and it's going to be an exciting season 1 for the Jewels this year.
So what do you think the Jewels need to do to capture the hearts of Tasmania?
Honestly, I think the Jewels are already capturing the heart of the Tasmanian. The players that have already been announced are absolutely incredible and going to be incredible role models for women's health, women's sport, and also teens, especially with the opportunities that Tasmanians have got to trial out this Sunday for the development players as well.
You're crying.
I know, I can feel my eye like...
So emotional.
Oh, it's very emotional.
How much of a difference can it make for young people when they've got a women's basketball team based here in Tasmania that they can look up to and potentially inspire their own journey as well?
Yeah, it's so incredible. Only a few years ago, Tasmanians didn't have many opportunities at all in women's sport to be able to have opportunities to play within their own state. And now it's incredible to see how many opportunities we do have, from basketball to AFL to cricket. The list is honestly expanding, which is incredible for athletes to be able to stay in their own state, but also to have other athletes come here and be able to play as well.
Jewels want to be successful straight out of the gate. What do you think of the foundation they're laying so far?
Honestly, it's incredible. As a sponsor for St Luke's, it's amazing to be the foundation partner and to see the puzzle pieces coming together, and it is honestly going to be an incredible season to come.